Welcome to Shorts Beyond Measure, where fashion, interiors, and psychology get the stylish, savvy, and slightly therapeutic touch.
We're Tara West, Caroline Baltz, and Allison Goldberg, a fashion stylist and 2 interior designers who are also trained as psychotherapists.
So let's get into what's trending, what's tired, and what's actually worth your time. Because good style and good decisions should never be short-lived.
Hello, hello, ladies.
Good morning.
Hi.
So I made some observations while I was on the Hamptons. Have you guys ever been there?
Yes.
I've actually never been.
So it was...
Should we go?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm not really feeling the podcast today.
She needs more coffee. I had been there once for work a couple years ago, but I haven't spent a tremendous amount of time there. And of course, the people watching was top notch.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
And not Nantucket top watch, because that is like awesome too.
Yeah.
This was like Beverly Hills on the beach, baby. I loved it all.
Oh my gosh, it must have been loud.
So one of the things which is happening now in fashion, and I don't know about in interior design, you guys can tell us, but quiet luxury is on its way out, and it's back to loud and proud.
Ooh. How so?
Well, I saw a bunch of women wearing like that giant Gucci bag with all the G's on it. Huge, like almost the size of their body. Lots of loud, just showy kind of pieces. And I always like to say, don't wear everything. Like, keep one piece to that, loudness, and let everything else just be subtle. But I do think it's interesting that we're coming back to that.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's exactly what we're talking about today from the psychological and the 70-30 rule, where you can't have the loud be the 70%. It has to be tempered. It has to be balanced. It has to have then something else that is more quiet to kind of coexist with it. Otherwise, it'll be like crazy.
Is that how you guys approach a home?
Yeah, we do 70% mainly, with a specific aesthetic, and then you want a little bit of a surprise element, a little bit of something you might not expect, but you don't want that everywhere. Your house would feel awful and frenetic, and you'd just have anxiety everywhere.
But I'm sure you've walked into homes that are like that, right? And so what is your reaction?
I left.
Turned right around.
Yeah. I was like, this project's for you, Caroline.
Yeah. Oh, God. I mean, I probably say this all the time on this podcast, but it's like how it makes you feel in a space. And I feel agita in a space that doesn't have temperance. That's just like loud over here and color splash and big and shiny. And I'm just like, oh my God. So I really maybe our work would be, how do you pare down, and how do you, use things to kind of make you feel better and more calm with then some surprise elements that are fun and whimsical.
Right. Like maybe you would color wash the room. So like the ceiling, everything's the same color, different sheens, but then you can do a loud sofa or, crazy throw pillows or a bright rug, but you're grounded by the 70% of the same color.
A lot of people ask me what I tell clients if I don't like what they're wearing or their style. And I'm sure you might have been in this situation. I always say, which I've said before, is I'm not trying to change anybody. I'm just trying to elevate their look. And so in a very nice way, I will say to pare it back. Or there really only needs to be one showstopper that you're wearing, because otherwise it's just too much going on. I can't focus, and it looks gaudy. I'm pretty honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You have to be.
Yeah, that's why they're hiring me. But have you guys been in a situation where you kind of have to say, let's just, maybe not?
Caroline has a famous line. Do you remember?
Not everything can sing.
Yeah, that's the way she says it when someone's like, I want this and I want this and I want all the colors and all the things. She's like, well, not everything in the room can sing.
I love that. That's a very nice way to put it.
Well, and think of a chorus, right? Like, not everybody has the solo. They might be like humming in the background or the piano's playing or whatever, but some are the supportive roles and some are the main actress.
So this loud trend coming back is going to have some conversations with my clients because, they're going right now into the archives and they're pulling up that loud Chanel or that loud Gucci. And, at some point, and it wasn't that long ago, people were wearing head to toe.
Yeah.
Head to toe.
But those were like rappers.
Yeah, but not so much. It could have been anybody.
And like the Kardashians.
But I think people need to know that it's not that important to wear everything. It looks tacky.
My grandmother used to always say, like, you don't want to buy something with the label because then you're advertising for them and you're not getting paid.
That's true.
So I try to think about that when I get dressed. I don't need the label all over everything.
Most of my clients don't like labels. In fact, sometimes we remove them, actually.
Yeah.
Because Prada, I think we talked about this before, during COVID, they moved their emblem up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you don't want to wear it.
To be in Zoom. And so we had to remove some of those, if you could, because sometimes you can't because of the material. But a lot of my clients wanted it removed. Yeah. Which I understand. Mm-hmm. I totally understand that.
Yeah.
You don't need to know what you're wearing. Let me guess. Let me ask you, actually.
Right.
Let's
start
have
a conversation.
I love your outfit. Who makes it? Yeah. So similar when you walk into somebody's home, you want to be probably like taken away. Oh, this is so beautiful. And you see that one piece or those two pieces that really pop.
I had a client before Allison and I started working together, and she's the type that likes to have the Gucci big hardware on her belt and like the YSL on her bag, like displayed. And so I knew to design her house that she was going to want to have the label, like iconic, the
Hermes blanket.
Yes, exactly.
And the Scalamandre, like zebra wallpaper.
I knew exactly that she would want that projected because that's her self-image and that's how I think her fashion informed how I did her space. So funny. And I always nailed it because I'm like, oh, you're going to want
the most obnoxious thing possible.
Yeah. Totally.
But I respect that because you knew that about her. So like you knew how to make her happy and what she would want.
I don't have to live there.
Right.
She wanted to have it reflect herself. So there you go.
A lot of times I'll dress for a client. So if I kind of know them or get a feel for them, I'll try to wear something that I think that they would want to wear when I go to their home.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And
you didn't dress for me today then? No, I'm just kidding.
This was all for me. But so that's how I pitch to brands for social media as well it's a double hit here because not only can I put this on social media and people will want it and buy it, but I can wear it to my clients' homes. And then when they see me in it, they might want it and buy it. And that's a pitch.
Yeah, well, you're a walking advertisement.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I tell people who are often seeking to do both things, be a stylist and, an influencer, that's a really strong pitch because you can do both. And that's what you're offering the brands.
So we should dress like the homes we're designing?
Sure.
Okay. Start picking out my outfits, Tara.
Wear a pillowcase and some.
But Allison, you may not know this because you weren't there with me when I went to the design center for Jack Eaton's thing that Tara did.
Oh, yeah.
She was on a panel discussion at the Boston Design Center, and she's like a celebrity.
No, I know because you called me on the way home to be like, oh my God, Tara's a celebrity.
I mean, people were like, can I have your autograph? Can I have a picture with you? Like,
and here I am making fun of her.
No small.
I'll bring you right back down to earth.
I mean, first of all, that's funny. And that was the first time that's ever happened to me.
Yeah, right.
And that was it was interesting. No, it was so interesting. And but a lot of people did ask me what I was wearing. My kids are always like, do you like when you get a compliment on your outfit? I said, yes, because that means I know what I'm doing. Like, yeah, that is really important.
Oh my God, I just remembered. So at Party in the Park, when you wore that butter yellow pantsuit.
Oh my God, I want that.
So amazing.
So perfect.
A week later, I show up at the Boston Ballet for this lunch thing, and one of the women that was at Party in the Park was wearing that yellow suit.
I know who you're talking about. And then one of my friends.
She was like, I had to text Tara to be like, what was she wearing? And I went right out and bought it.
I love that. And then one of my friends, was getting an award for something, and I saw it on social media, and she's wearing it, and I was like, you didn't even tell me you got it, but it makes.
I love that.
That's great. Like that is, and that's just because I want people to see things, and I want them to want them for them, not for me, but like
Right.
just to show you how you can wear it. That's what it's all about. Do you know what I mean? It's just to show you.
If I get stuck on like what to wear or how to get dressed one day, I will literally scroll your feed, be like, oh, I guess I could put a belt over my sweater or whatever.
Right. And I get influenced by seeing other people do it. And so, you know, I think that that's the beauty that's the plus side of social media. That's a plus side of being a stylist, is just sharing. And it's all just a passion. It's like what you guys, I can't do what you do, you know, like I can't walk into a room and think about how I would design it or what to pick out. And like, that's just an incredible talent that I feel like is a wonderful thing that we get to share.
Yeah. And we all love it, which I think makes the biggest difference, is like, we're excited to go to work. It's not like, oh, well, some clients were like that, but I get to see Caroline, so I'm okay.
And also psychologically on all ends, right? Bringing it back to that is, it just makes you feel good. When you look good, you feel good. And, you know, I
haven't heard you say that before.
Yeah, never.
Just kidding.
When I was styling, I styled somebody last night for a very big media project, and he was not loving some of the things. And I said, listen, it's no offense to me, but you got to love what you're wearing and you got to be confident in it, because it'll come across out of the pictures on TV. Like, you got to own that, feel it. And you guys know what it feels like to love what you're wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not loving what I'm wearing.
But
Why didn't you dress me this morning?
I would say too, though, that if I feel even just a little uncomfortable in it, it comes out in my presence, in my mood, in like whatever, in these little, again, subliminal ways. Just like the chair made these kids feel held, you know, for the Marlowe stuff, and then like it's all wrapped up together.
It is, and it's funny because as I watch my teenage girls, sometimes they'll be like, oh, I hate that. I was like, it's just a sweatshirt. You just put on a different sweat. I don't get it. It's like, it's not like much change, but to them, it's a big deal, you know? So, but you know, we still want to take Dave shopping. So that's not off the table here. Dave, don't go quiet on the whole style thing.
I'm ready to be dressed. I could use the help. Every time you talk about how you guys are intimidated by Tara, how do you think I feel coming in with you three? I'm going for the most like boring thing possible, so I don't get made fun of by Allison.
You should be very intimidated. I'm glad you feel that way.
Okay, good. Everything mission accomplished. Yes.
Oh my goodness. That's funny.
That is funny. Well, thank you guys for sharing and for the compliments. I absolutely appreciate it. And if you want that butter yellow suit, it's still available. No, I don't know if it is, but I can find it for you.
All right. Well, I want your autograph. So.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye. That's it for this week's Shortlist. Thanks for listening.
If you enjoyed today's conversation, share it, leave a review, or let us know what's on your short list.
Shorts beyond measure, because the most important things in life can't be quantified.